What's up, family? You see it? You see who I got on the podcast?
We back, baby.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing out there? Y'all see, I got my brother and my sister-in-law on the podcast once again. We here to talk about something. We don't have no topic. We see y'all in a little bit. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Life's a mental game. You need the right mentality to survive. What's up, good people?
Good.
I stole Tony Baker a little bit right there.
Yeah,
What's up,
make
good
sure
people?
Make sure you don't get sued.
I hope not. But like, look, man, it's just the same, man.
Right, he ain't come up though.
Yeah, but man, how y'all doing, man?
Man, we blessed
Welcome-
and highly favored.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we ain't been in the studio in a while.
Yeah, haven't been in the studio out. Y'all haven't been in Texas for a couple of days too.
I know, right?
You know, my brother and my sister, they just got back from vacation. Not vacation.
Vacation.
They was out there.
Vacation,
They was
all
out.
vacations we had.
They was out there enjoying each other for their anniversary. How many years has it been?
20.
20 years, man. Congratulations to 20 years,
We
man.
almost had a whole person.
A whole person.
The whole person is grown. Like, they're 20, so they can't drink yet. But,
Oh my
you know what I'm
gosh.
saying? So that's how we look at it.
Okay,
You
well.
know what's funny too, bro? Like we was out there, right? And every night they'll ask us what we was out there for.
Right.
You know, they say we celebrate 20. They say, y'all look like y'all kids. Y'all look young. You know, they say we look so young.
Right.
When did y'all get together? When y'all was in elementary school?
Yeah, one lady was like, "Oh, did y'all get together when you was 5?"
Yeah, it was like, oh, I said, black don't crack. So yeah, so we was like, we kind of like, we got carded a couple of times.
Good. Yeah, I'm
know,
always getting carded,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Well,
we got that young because mama looked young.
right,
So
absolutely.
We kind of, this one here, she's like she's about 30. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it felt good, bro, because, sometimes, your age, kind of like, damn, I'm getting old, but then you got people that see it, they still think you look young.
Right.
So I appreciate it.
Well, I got carded. Like, I've been to Vegas twice. I get carded every time. My first time I went, probably because I was 15.
So you probably looked at 12.
I was 15. So the second time I went, what was it, 31? Something like that.
You went last year, right?
No, I went like,
2 years ago.
2 years ago. I'm trying to get Tez back out there. But Courtney called me yesterday. He's doing another guy's trip to Vegas. Like that first week of June. So I'm gonna call Tez and see, like, hey man, I think that's your birthday weekend, man. I mean, we can go again. Why not? Yeah, why not? Let's get away. But I don't know, man. How's y'all week been? Besides vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was good. It was a good week, man. Good flight. We left out Monday evening.
Who'd you fly with?
United?
Yeah.
Bougie.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
only fly United.
Yeah,
Man,
we ain't mess with, like last time we went a couple of years ago. We had an issue with Frontier.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I hear Frontier already.
That layover, so we was like,
yeah, I hear like you can't get on Frontier without having like a pair of boxing gloves.
That's Spirit.
That's Spirit.
Yeah, that's
Nah, see, Spirit is not. That's my. I don't know what I got. I always have a good experience with Spirit.
Man, ever since they tried to charge
For the bags, water. Oh, yeah.
Drinks.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, because Southwest, man, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know, because we always, like, we flew Spirit, like, the first couple times, and then every other time it was, like, Southwest. Southwest, this time, when we flew out of Hobby, like, for some reason, they didn't have assigned seats. And it was like, get it how you live.
Yeah.
And I booked me and Nana went, we went with Mama. I booked me and Nana a ticket. They gave us different boarding priorities.
oh. Okay.
So you can't bring that person, like I had B, she had C. You can't bring that person up with you. You got to go back with them. And I was like, that don't make sense. I said, there's not no guarantee. Yeah, she's a child. There's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee. I said, what do you mean? I said, it's a better chance of her sitting next to me if I go in an earlier priority, don't you think? And I was like, she's just being difficult. You know, I said, let me sit down, shut up.
Dude, you know what's funny?
What you got?
That happened to us.
Really?
First going out there, we was in back-to-back seats in the middle. And we was like,
how'd that go?
I don't know. But
And I
this
booked
one
the
was,
tickets together.
This one was you.
Yeah, but I said, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to be on World Star. I don't be on World Star. I have to get with the flight attendants and you know. Yeah. So and then I said between a couple, they had been married like 42 years.
Oh wow! So they talked your ear off. Oh
no,
my God!
The lady, she was pretty nice. She was like, well, I'm just gonna get me a little nap, and I was like, girl, get your nap in. I watched the movie and was napping with her.
Oh my gosh!
And I sat behind. It was a lady and a guy. I don't think they knew each other, but the guy was kind of musty. I was like, and I was just watching. I was trying to watch my little documentary.
Right. That's what I like about Southwest. Southwest got like the in-flight movies that you can watch.
They had that too.
Oh, they had that too. Yeah. So I guess it might be a thing. All airlines might be starting there. Spirit, Spirit, man, you gotta do that for me.
Yeah, they had some good movies on there too.
Yeah, because I watched. I watched the. I watched that. I don't know. I think they tied in. I'm kind of thinking they tied in with Netflix, man. I think they just giving us Netflix movies and TV shows. Because I watched that. The George Foreman story.
You know what? It was on there.
It was on there.
It was on, and they had. You know what I watched? I watched Fast X.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the newest one. I was watching that. Because I was watching my phone.
Man, I ain't think you was gonna watch it again after 8.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just dumb. I just thought I didn't watch it. I was just peeking at it, but I was actually what I watched was the Michael Jackson documentary. Thriller.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Thriller 40.
Man, whoa! I didn't hear about that, man. I'm about to get in on that.
Showtime? I think it's Showtime.
Okay.
Thriller 40. Yeah, I want to tell you and Aaron about it, but yeah, Thriller 40 is talking about the Thriller album, song by song.
I'm gonna go watch that at Joe's Theater.
Yeah, they had. And I was watching that, and I think I started watching something else. It was another. I think that I put that Bye Bye Barry on my phone.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to watch that, but
man,
I was trying to watch.
That was crazy, dude. That was like Barry Sanders documentary. Why he basically was finally. Now Aaron. You know Aaron B. He be looking into stuff. Aaron said basically he's like, I already seen it. Said, what do you mean? He said that was on that. You remember how they used to do the football life of?
Yeah. On the NFL Network.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I seen that before. I'm like, hold on, man. Like, really?
It probably had different little clips. It's probably more his Barry Sanders production.
Yeah.
In that than because NFL Network has their stuff.
Right.
So it might be more of his stuff on there.
In this one, I got you. Man, I watched it, man. I was I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I probably would have did the same thing. I mean, because it's like I don't know, like just touching on that real quick. Yeah, he retired. He retired early. That organization, like they didn't take care. They weren't looking out. I don't feel like they were looking out for his best interest. No. They took away his coach. Took away, didn't want to get any pieces. Yeah. Kind of remind me of what the Saints doing right now.
Hey, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother story. We ain't gonna talk about that.
But the Thriller. I watched Thriller 40.
Okay.
I watched something else, but I just had the Fast X on as like little background, just something to play.
Yeah.
I got you. I look at that and I look up. You know what I'm saying? And she's got the headphone. I didn't get the headphones from because I don't need that crap.
Yeah.
I had my little Bluetooth. So.
Yeah, that's the same thing I did. I just had. I think I had those old cheap old earphones.
Yeah.
You can buy at the gas station for the
That's what they had.
Yeah, the old cheapos. Yeah, man, that's mass production, man.
What you watch?
So I watched Coming to America because that's my favorite movie.
The hold on, like the original or part 2? Okay.
Part 2. And then Sleepless in Seattle. That's one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle. What's that? I've never seen that movie. I've never seen it. I probably brought. Man, mama probably got that in her collection. I probably went. Like, no, I ain't watching it.
It's a love story. And then I watch You've Got Mail.
You've got mail.
I love that. Another.
She liked
What is that about? I've never seen that one either.
You Got Mail. It's about these people. They both own like bookstores.
Okay.
And then the guy, his bookstore is bigger
Uh-huh.
than the small little bookstore that the woman that he's constantly pursuing.
Okay.
So eventually they're emailing each other back and forth, thinking that they're talking to somebody else,
Yeah,
not
but
knowing that if they were talking to each other the whole time, and they end up falling in love with each other. But they see each other through the whole movie. Like it's crazy. You gotta watch it. It's pretty
Well,
good.
it's
Yeah,
like
I'm telling you,
it's
get your
like nah.
popcorn.
When I think of that, I think about like how people are like gaming communities and stuff like that, and they like you falling in love with each other's avatar, and then they meet up with each other in real life, and it's either it can either go one or two ways.
Right.
And, you know, and like I said, it's funny because she told me she liked these movies, right? So
Uh-huh.
I knew about these movies.
Right.
I was like, man, these are white people movies. When watching it, it was these. I was like, okay, it wasn't that. It was pretty good. It was
Right.
pretty good. Both of them were good.
Okay.
Movies don't have a culture, sir. It's all about the mood.
They actually, well, that's a good little segue right there. Like, do you feel like, okay, I kind of feel like, I feel what my brother's saying. Movies do have a culture. Because when you take a movie like Soul Plane, Juice, Menace to Society, I mean, obvious culture. You know what I'm saying? Then you got movies like Sleepless in Seattle.
Right.
All the Tom Hanks movies.
All the what's that other movie?
Culture, though.
Which one?
Dang. I see your point though. I see your point.
Anybody
It's just
can watch
anybody. Well, anybody could have that type of situation, but there is a such thing as.
Look at Soul Plane. Come on, okay, let's talk about Soul Plane.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, we're gonna talk about Soul Plane.
Come on,
that's one of my
pull your mic close.
Too.
Look, we're gonna talk about Soul Plane.
So let's talk about Soul Plane, right? So Soul Plane, if you look at it, what's the guy name? He's the white guy.
Tom Hanks.
Okay.
No, Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold. Okay, Tom Arnold is every bit of white. I mean, come on, Snoop Dogg is every bit of black.
Yes, indeed.
But when you put them into the same environment, you know, for a purpose, it's just a movie, right? And that goes to show you that no matter what economic exposure you had, if you get yourself into a certain environment, then you're gonna start, like, you know what I mean, like pouring out what you around a whole lot. Like this guy in that movie. I mean, in that movie, he was just like, his daughter was just ghetto. I mean, I'm just saying, like, and she's not black. She's not part of the culture.
Nah, she's not.
It's like, you know, it's something about just putting yourself in an environment, and you know, it could be normal or it could be dangerous, depending on what environment you put yourself in.
Well, this is the reason why I say movies have culture. Like, and let me see if I'm explaining this right. I say that because I could probably go to work right now and go to my, coworkers that are white and ask them if, hey, have you ever seen, hey, so-and-so, you ever seen Soul Plane? No. You ever seen Juice? You ever seen Menace to Society? You know what I'm saying? That's what I think we're meaning when we say the movies have a culture.
That's culture. That's character. And
I'm explaining
it to you. It's character. It's not culture. Because, okay, culture says, okay, if somebody's cooking fried chicken, macaroni and cheese,
green beans,
not even
collard greens.
I'm talking about sweet potatoes, right? It's sweet potatoes. All right, and we used to like peas, right?
Okay.
During the supper you cook peas,
right?
That's culture to me, right?
Okay.
If you get together, you got a movie like what's that movie with oh God, he was driving the car, the comedian. He used to be with Bernie Mac and Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
That movie where he was driving that car, he was going to his family reunion.
Oh, the Johnson's family reunion, yeah.
See, that's culture to me because it puts everything into perspective as far as the culture goes. He's going. We used to have family reunions. We used to get together. You always had that brother that you would argue and fuss with, or the sister that was just over the top. Everybody got one, or auntie or
Like
uncle
Roscoe
that
Jenkins.
see Roscoe Jenkins.
Welcome home, Roscoe.
That's
So you would
culture.
say all of the Madea movies, that's culture.
I would say that's culture
Okay.
because character, like like the movie we were talking about, Soul Plane.
Okay.
That's character. The reason why I say that's character is because look at what they do. Like that's a cat. I can be around stuff like I don't know, smoking.
Right.
They used to call it smoking joints and all of that
Uh-huh.
stuff, right? I can be around that stuff, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to partake in it.
Right.
Because that's part of character to me. Like when you see people and they doing all of that different stuff, like drinking. I mean, I drink on occasion, but it's not a part of my culture. It's
right.
A part of
I got you. So what I'm saying, so I'm going off of, and I'm guilty, man. I feel real guilty right now. I'm going off of, I done stereotyped the whole, I done stereotyped culture.
It depends on, okay, I look at it two ways. Depends on how you look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would say the urban movies is like, because you can't really say, you can't really say if a black actor is the main guy, that's an urban movie, right? Because you look at Beverly Hills Cop,
right,
1, 2, and 3, and 4 about to come out. He was the main guy, but it wasn't like an urban movie. It was a movie for white. It was a movie for, like so like that. But I look at it like urban is more like the movie Queen, the Queen movie with the rock star, the rock band Queen.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, like that movie, right? Like I heard the couple of Queen songs. Aaron probably know more Queen songs than me, but like I wouldn't watch that because I'm like, I don't know. But like say like the Temptations. Me and my wife watched the Temptations movie the other day. I always play it around Christmas time.
Yeah.
I love that. And they had a whole cast of black, obviously Temptations.
Yeah, Motown.
So Motown. So like that, I'm into that.
Right.
The New Edition movie, all that. That's urban to me because but like my wife just said, bro, good point. That music, like My Girl, you can hear that.
Well, yeah, you hear that everywhere.
Everywhere. So Candy Girl and all that stuff. So
but look at the audience, though.
Yeah,
that's why I say you gotta really and truly look at the audience in the movies, right? Yeah. Like, okay, you was trying to get me to watch that movie, right?
So which one?
The one with old boy Leon.
The Temptations.
Temptations. So you was trying to get me to watch that movie, right? And when he was acting crazy and doing what he did, and he was coming back,
right.
If you look at it, it was a lot of people yelling, "Bring back what his name was."
David.
We want David. We want David. We want David. And the majority of the people that were saying we want David, it was white people.
Right.
So you can't say it's a culture thing. It's a character thing. Because some people like, okay, I was thinking of The Color Purple.
Okay.
Come on, we're gonna talk about it because the new movie coming out, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It's coming out, so
coming
let's
out
talk
on Christmas,
about it, right?
Yeah.
That's a character. That's a character movie. You depict each and every person's character. You got the abusive husband. Come on, that's character.
Right.
That has
character.
nothing to do with culture because I can tell you right now, I know more white people being backhanded right now than black people. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Domestic violence is serious right now.
It is.
So,
it's very serious.
It's a culture. It's a character thing. No, it's not a culture thing. Oh, well, that's part of the culture. No, that's part of the character. And if people start looking at movies and saying, okay, it's a character movie. That's not a culture movie.
Yeah. And that's crazy because do you know that's how some people outside of like in other countries, like that's like their introduction to they like you said, sis, that's why I say I'm guilty of stereotyping because you got these people that's when they watch these American movies, that's their depiction of us coming into the country, and you know what I'm saying, that's kind of their way. Telling them, hey, stay away from these people, stay away from here. Now you go with these people because they got all the money and this, that, and the other. And that's why I used to laugh at those them parodies that they used to come out with. When they, and man, every single one. Like that's why I watch parody movies. It's funny to me because it's like they're telling you how people really think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's not no one ideal going into this movie. It's just thousands of years of ideals. Like, like the rich Jewish person, the over flashy rich the over flashy rich Arabian dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That just happens on the gas station.
What is it? The Asian movie they came out with?
Oh,
Crazy
Rich Asians. Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is, we know some Asians are crazy. That's great. We know some. We know a lot of them that are rich. A lot of rich. And the reason why is because most of us are putting money back into their pockets, right? Yeah. So we know that. But when the last time you heard something like I don't know,
smart black
African, or you know what I mean, or intelligent, thick woman, or something like that.
Yeah.
You never. It's always the color purple. Okay. If you look at it, it's a domestic violence movie. Yeah, it is. It's really
it's a trauma movie.
Not only that, but it's also a movie that way back then it would have been considered pedophilia.
Yes.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
So now all of that stuff is being accepted.
Yeah.
Come on, it's like it's wide. It's accepted now. Oh, this is what we're doing. And nobody's pushing for the saying it's a culture. It's not a culture thing, but it's a character thing. So character is out the window. There is no more identifying stuff as a character flaw no more. They want to put it on the culture, and that's why I say no. I'm gonna tell people no. That's a character thing.
That's an individual.
That's not a culture thing. Because my husband,
certain group.
Listen here, my husband raised his hand and hit me, honey. Everybody gonna know about it. We gonna talk about that.
Ain't gonna keep no.
All right, we ain't gonna because I don't talk down on my husband, right? It's a character thing. We've been we've been pushed into a certain arena as African American, as and I don't even say African American because I've never been to Africa.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us have been to Africa. That's crazy.
I would love to go if somebody
of
wants to fund the trip. But I've never.
Hey, look, man, hit that Cash App, man. Look, y'all send us to Africa. Like,
it's this way.
Nah, the other way. This way. Right
wherever it is, over there. Because I've never been to Africa, and that's why when I hear people saying, you gotta stick to man. You need to go back to your roots. Well, my roots started at Lakeside Hospital.
Yeah.
In Louisiana. Come on, at Lakeside Hospital on April the 25th, 1976. Probably at around between 3 and 5. Okay, that's when my roots started on the soil in Metairie, Louisiana. So for me, it's like when I hear people say, "Man, you got to go back to your roots." It's like, "What my root? That's where my roots started." Yeah. What are you talking about?
I got you.
Even if I go all the way back to the ancestors that I remember, my roots were never in Africa.
Yeah,
I get it.
Right.
I totally get it, but that's why I look at people and it's like it's a character thing. I don't have to be like the environment that I was exposed to. I can be dare to be different. Come out that environment and watch how you change.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why I say it's a character thing. I don't look at movies as far as culture anymore. I look at it as character because certain things are cultural. Like if we do, like I told you before, the reunion movies.
Oh yeah.
And, stuff like that. That's culture, but. Character, man, listen. Character make a fool out of you every time.
Yeah.
It'll show you who people really are.
Oh yeah.
In movies, and the reason why I say that because look at how many celebrities now are taking on roles that they wouldn't have never taken on had they not been exposed to somebody with the character that took that role on before. And I'm talking about and it's nothing against them, but males kissing males in movies.
Right.
Women kissing women in movies. It's certain things that, back in the day when, the people like Snoop Dogg and what's his name? Ice Cube and, certain that arena, you will never see them doing that kind of stuff.
I still don't think you'll see. I still don't think you'll see that.
I still man. To this day, I don't think Denzel ever kissed.
Nah, I don't think so either. But I think that's the thing. And that, like last week, we kind of dipped in the cancel culture. And I just feel like it's being used the wrong way. I mean, it's just like me by how I go about my normal life. You know what I'm saying? There's lanes. It's just like on a freeway. It's like
Yeah.
And if I don't want to be in that lane, I'm just not gonna dip into that lane. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
That's why I say not my business, but don't try to force, our kids.
Right. Yeah.
And now you got people like I said, the Ice Cubes, and I drop names. Why? Because one day if they hear it, I hope they understand, that this is what the industry is pushing on our children.
Right. Absolutely.
To accept certain things, and then it's so funny that if you go far enough back to creation of mankind, right? It all started with two. I mean, is it going to end with one? Because one thing about it, eventually, if there's only a male and a male, or a female and a female, then procreation is done.
Yeah, it's done.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, but how long does it take to get there? And the way that the agenda is being pushed today, it's hard today.
Yeah, I don't think that agenda will win. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's just like the saying goes, everything goes back to its original. Everybody reverts back to its original. Because I mean, even if it gets back to that, somebody's got to be like, you just can't. I don't know, man. It's tough, I'm trying to choose a good choice of words. It's like you can't. At some point in time, you gotta start thinking. You gotta start like thinking with some
common sense.
Yeah, do some rational cognitive thinking. Like,
come on, man. I think it'll be tough because the more percentage of that is very unlikely. Like it's lower. Like if you look at the percentage of heterosexual and gay, it's more heterosexual men.
Right.
Than gay men. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So,
it makes you wonder.
It makes you makes you wonder. But I think personally, I think
I'm just saying because like for real,
really?
Yeah, because
that's a good question.
Because so many, like I watched something today about one of the football players that I, pretty much had like a high level. I won't say no name, but I had a high level respect of him. And then I watched something, I was like, dang, him too.
I had to ask her. I said, you believe
that?
Yeah, because
I got you.
Because of the way the culture is going now and all of this new exposure that's going on, it's like, wow, I didn't know. And then some people that I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't have never thought that. But then the person that, on the other side, I was like, well, it's possible. Why?
Yeah.
Because this person we know is all the way out.
Yeah.
And this person right here is they ain't out, but they.
And I will say, no shade. I mean, that's your choice.
If that's what you do, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But my thing is, be honest with yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because it's important to be honest with yourself. Because if you, how they say, hiding behind the veil, just come around, come on around, and just walk straight out, just like that,
right?
And let people accept you for who you are, because that's what causes how do you say
conflict?
Somebody who not only conflict, but it's dangerous because some people would accept you more if you just come straight out and say who you are.
Absolutely. I believe that. I believe that.
And I have, I listen. The last thing I am is how they say homophobic.
Oh, nah. Look, I mean, it's safe to say. I mean, the city that we come from, that was and has always been it's always been prevalent. Yeah.
Well, my cousin is like a big name out there, right?
Yeah.
And we grew up together. I tell you, we grew up together. I'm talking about I knew, things that happened way back then.
Right.
And it's like I would always say, well, don't make it a God thing.
Right.
That's the only thing that gets me. Well, God created us this way. No, He did not. Because He's not a confused God. Now, if there was some exposure to, that lifestyle and somebody did something, okay, well, that's what caused it, right? Because God is perfect in all of His ways. He makes absolutely no mistakes. We have choices. We've been given choices.
Right.
And I support anybody's choice. Hey, listen, if you say left, it's left. If you say right, it's right. And if anybody tried to harm you, if you go left,
right,
and I know you, I'm for you. I don't care which side you're on. Because first of all, nobody's choice should make somebody have to decide whether or not to take that person's life.
Tell man, say that again, man. Say that again.
Nobody's choice.
Yeah, I couldn't have said that any better.
Yeah, nobody's choice. I mean, your choice is your choice.
Your choice is your choice.
If you decide to go left or to go right, I'm gonna be standing right in the middle, waiting to slap somebody down. I'm just being honest.
If they come for you,
if they come for you, especially if you close to me, because it's that person's decision to go left or to go right. That being said, if it's my child, now I'm gonna teach you right or wrong because you're my child.
Right.
But if you make the decision after 18 to go left when I told you the right way is to go right, then I'm still going to be standing right in the middle waiting to slap somebody to listen, don't play with
and I feel like my motto has always been God didn't create to condemn.
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? So if God didn't do it, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta let people live their life. Huh?
Yeah. And the same people that it's so funny because if you look, because YouTube is the new YouTube is the new exposure. That's the new Vine.
Yeah. I mean, the internet. Period. The internet is undefeated nowadays, man.
Listen, if you think you hiding who you are, there is so many cameras around that people don't know about. Right. So that's why I say for me, nobody can tell no secret of mine because it's already out there. Right. I don't keep no secret. Listen, I'm all the way over here. All right. ain't no coming in between us. Look here. So for me, it's like I support people who are fully confident in who they are. I don't care what. If that's who you are, then be that.
For sure.
But don't walk around thinking that you hiding from something because you never know when somebody hitting the record button.
I know, and that's very prevalent nowadays.
They
man,
got the glasses now. They got the glasses now.
Yes, the Ray-Bans. Yeah.
And you think you out here you think you out here with a whole man and he want to be a whole girl behind the scenes. And that's your business. But don't drag your family into that foolishness. Right. Come on now, be for real. You got people out here, and I'm talking about it because it's affecting people's spiritual life, right? It's one thing to affect somebody in the natural world. That's fine. If that's what you want to do that. But when you come into the church arena, right, the God arena, don't do that.
Right.
That's me. Don't do that. Like if you know you are a pastor, you are a apostle or whatever you want to call your bishop, whatever you want to call yourself.
Right. Don't knock Sasha over, man. What's wrong with you? Look, you trying to kill Sasha.
Yeah, but don't be behind the scenes doing all that extra stuff. Because that, it contaminates the relationship that people have with something higher than ourselves.
Right. I got you. Because you got your spiritual leaders out here condemning people.
They doing that, condemning and be out there conforming.
Oh my gosh, I mean, look, and that's crazy because that was the thing. And in New Orleans and all the Catholic churches with the priests and the altar boys, that was always the thing.
I was scared for you though.
Oh my gosh, man!
You went to a Catholic school, y'all.
No, I don't, man. Brief time.
He would have knocked them out if they would have did something.
Man, son, I was taught very, very well. Don't mess with me, son.
But it's funny because you're supposed to have a relationship for yourself. Right?
You're supposed to.
No, and it's nothing wrong with Catholic. It's nothing wrong with, Muslim. It's nothing wrong with, Buddhist. Whatever your choice of faith is. Whatever your faith is, as long as it's higher than you. Right? Because that's when we get caught up. When we don't have something higher than ourselves. And we think it's all about us. That's why I can say, the best faith in this world right now, right, is a God kind of faith. I don't care what kind of God it is.
Yeah, because a lot of people putting their faith.
Yeah, it's a God kind of faith.
All kind of faltering things.
Like. I don't care if it look like a fat Buddha. Pat his belly and keep moving. I'm just saying. I don't care if it look like. Look here. I don't care if it's some people do the little chiming and the nam your whole ring. If that's your thing, do that. All right, but let it be higher than yourself. And I think that's what's eating away at what we call Christianity because there's no Christ in it. No
right,
more.
right.
It's like all me.
Yeah.
You know,
It's kind of like the
all me,
dollar. The
all
dollar
the time,
nowadays it ain't backed by nothing.
Yes,
I got
nothing.
you.
So yeah, I mean, I just for me, it's like I think that goes along with the character thing versus the culture thing because now people want to put church in a culture instead of church in a character.
Yeah, they be like, oh, that's black people. That's black people. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah, because
I know a lot of I know a lot of white people that are Baptists.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But usually, they've always said that was a black thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then out here in Texas, you kind of have all different. Yeah, you got all kind of different faiths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you go down 59 right now, and there's like a couple of mosques. You know what I'm saying down there, and I don't know. That's the one thing I like. That's another thing I like about Houston, just all of the different cultures and different faiths.
Faith background.
Yeah, you can go. It's just like a all you can eat buffet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, why you had to put it in?
I'm just saying, it is. You can pick what you want. And keep it.
Oh yeah, for real.
But it's something that happened yesterday when we were picking the kids up. We went to get a little bit of groceries from the store, right? And I didn't say make groceries.
Man, look,
that's like my New Orleans thing. We wasn't making. Look,
man, I am so like, I've been being in Houston. You get exposed to so many different people. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, I'm just like, whatever you say is whatever you say nowadays. Like
soda water.
Yeah, man, look, because I talk like I people catch me nowadays because sometimes now that I'm always conversating with my brothers and stuff and conversating with y'all, and y'all kind of still got y'all accents and stuff, and y'all ways of saying things, and then like me conversating and talking to y'all, like sometimes I'll talk to other people and they'll tease me about how I'm talking. I'm like, I didn't even realize that came out. I didn't realize you knew me like that, son.
Right?
Yeah. So
yeah, but we was talking with Maddie. Maddie's my little baby. And she said she seen a magazine. Remember, she seen that magazine.
Yeah.
And she was like, she was like, okay, listen.
She was like,
turn y'all things off if you won't hear this because I'm about to say the J word. Okay. She was like, Mama, is that what Jesus looked like? And when I turned around and looked, it was the white Jesus on the magazine.
Right.
And I told her, I said, Maddie, if they believe that that's what Jesus looked like, because the person who printed the magazine obviously believed that that's what Jesus looked like. That's fine. I said, but our Jesus doesn't have a look. He has a character. And I said, a character doesn't have a look. Love doesn't have a look.
Right.
Above all things, we should love one another. Right.
Absolutely.
As Christ loved the church. What does the church look like? He said, on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. He wasn't talking about a building. He was talking about a person. He was talking about your heart. He was talking about what your heart looked like. And that's what really and truly damages the character of a person is when they don't display the character of who Christ is. It's the character. It's not a look. It don't have, in that written Bible, it says that he had this and he had that and but he had character. You looking at the outer appearance, but he said it's God. He looks at the heart of a man. So, I mean, I don't know of a heart that has wool hair, red eyes, and it's not about that. Right. You're missing the whole point. It's about your heart, the condition of your heart.
And it's crazy because, like, you go back into like Egyptian faith, we'll just call it that. Egyptian faith. It's the same thing. Like when you cross over into the afterlife, Anubis weighs your heart against the feather, and it's crazy how like it's always translating. It's like it's all telling you the same thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. I will say this: have y'all seen the the previews for this new movie called Clarence? The Book of Clarence. Am I saying it right? The Book of Clarence. And like, what is that, man? I'm trying to understand it because I heard him in one clip. He's talking about, I want what Jesus has or something like that. I was like, okay, well, wait. I said, ain't he Jesus? Like, I'm thinking it's like a parody or something.
Yeah, it is like a parody. Yeah, I gotta show you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's with old boy from remember that movie? You've seen him. He was in the movie with
Judas and the Black Messiah. I gotta finish. I gotta finish that movie.
Don't finish it.
I'm already mad, son. So I gotta watch it. I gotta finish watching it.
The dude, the Black Panther dude that got killed. Slipping on his name, and I want to get his book. He got killed in the bed in his sleep. Well, in his sleep. They drugged him and he got killed in his sleep.
In real life.
In real life.
Yeah. In real life.
Yeah. And his wife was pregnant, and she, Will something. I forgot.
I have to watch it again.
But, yeah, we had to watch it.
Our list. We'll watch it.
Okay,
again.
That's.
Yeah, I gotta finish it.
But I gotta see the trailer though.
Yeah, but I think it's like he's like trying to get his own. He's trying to get over on people.
Yeah,
it's pretty much. He's trying to be like Jesus. So he has his partner that he's trying to get to work miracles. He said, I want to work miracles like Jesus. So he had one of his friends. It's like, he was blind or he was an idiot and now he can see and walk. I'm sure you've seen that part. No, I had to show you just 2 trailers. Yeah. But it got a good cast. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. When it come out next month.
I don't know, man. I just had to, while we was talking about that, I thought
it's hilarious.
I just thought to ask y'all that while we was talking.
That dude made good movies, man, because he made that movie on Netflix, that Black Western.
Oh, the Harder They Fall?
Yes,
okay.
I think he made that.
Really?
That was a good movie too.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I think you would like that. It was a Black Western.
I like
we try to have movie nights on Saturdays.
Right.
Saturday nights.
We try. We
try to. She be going to sleep on.
Oh man, look, my sister worked hard, man. She worked hard.
It was on a Saturday, though. It was on a Saturday.
It was on a
Saturday.
Saturday.
She don't work on Saturday.
I work every day. I'm a mother. I'm a wife.
Yes, that's true. And a daughter. Yeah. But yeah, she be going to sleep because we seen this movie Back on the Strip. Wesley Snipes.
I'm about to say, wait.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes. It was
elaborate. That don't sound too.
Yeah. It was with Wesley Snipes and Tiffany Haddish, Faison Love, Bill Bellamy. It was good, man. It was good. I don't want to tell what it's about, but yeah, see, like that, we watched that.
Okay.
This one went to sleep.
I do got a question for y'all though, and I thought stuff just come to me during the week. All right.
Make it good.
Nah. It's like because I go around and I believe everybody in some kind of way, in some kind of form has like a kind of prove it attitude. Like everybody feels like they gotta prove themselves. And I work with a bunch of individuals that like how can I say it, man? To be nice about it. And I ain't gonna say a bunch of individuals, but like you got some people that's like I'll just say it, kind of brown nosy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of kiss asses, whatever, I say some, not all. Everybody's trying to prove something. Everybody's trying to prove that they smarter than the other, or they know this, they know that. And I know my mom has always said, our mom has always said, common sense will take you a long way. And I've always heard that throughout my life in different phases of working. You know what I'm saying? I've always heard common sense will take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? And then common sense is separate from intelligence. And you always got these people just sitting there trying to prove that they're more intelligent than the other. And do you ever look for people to validate your intelligence on said?
Did you work on the
board? Oh,
yeah.
No. You know what I look for? I'm gonna tell you. We all have those people, right? That want to make a name for themselves,
right?
Because it's all about seeing your name in lights,
right?
And
on a plaque or something like that.
On a plaque, in a newsletter, on a
bulletin, memo.
Look, on a manual,
right?
In a directive, because we work with law stuff,
right?
So it's always somebody wants to see their name with some form of change, right? Or with some form of takedown,
right? Yeah.
I mean, it's just the truth, But me, No, I don't look for people to validate me because I'm always on an assignment. Right? I tell my husband all the time, I only move when I'm assigned to move.
Right.
And unfortunately, my assignment don't come from no human being.
Right.
It comes from something higher than myself.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, you got the same thing. He got the same thing. If we learn what's in front of us, it'll prove itself.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm telling you, listen, you show me what you want me to do. Okay, I'm gonna do it just like you got it written.
Absolutely.
And anybody who come and tries to do something outside of what's written, I can guarantee you ain't gotta worry about your name being in lights. There's gonna be in lights.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and it ain't gonna be. It's gonna be in red lights.
Not red lights, like red lights.
Yeah, so
red lights, negative, all that good stuff.
I don't look for people to validate me. I used to, but when I really realized that it's you're already validated when you've been accepted, right? Then I don't need no validation. I just let people bump their head.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, and it's situational for me. You know what I'm saying? I look for people to validate my intelligence, and that's one thing I'm stepping off of. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I asked this question because I came to the realization of it. I'm like, man, why am I always look? So I know what I know, and I know what I know. If you know what I know. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but like for real, like I'm the type of person, I say this all the time to everybody. I only speak on things that I am sure about, that I know. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like and it stems from me. For me, it stems from childhood. I'm always in prove it mode, prove yourself mode. I'm always trying to prove myself. Yeah, because I'm the little brother. So naturally, the little brother syndrome. So naturally, I'm always trying to prove myself. Blame them. Him.
You've done a good job.
I appreciate that. But nah, man, I came off of that because, I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, certain things I know I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? So, I know the intelligence is there. I know the common sense is there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I was just thinking of that this week, man, because I was sitting there. You got some managers that, they think they know everything and this, that, and other, and you try to explain to them. But then you got some that are, seek out your opinion. And you know what I'm saying? That's like, I believe that's the makeup of a good manager. Somebody that like just engages your network and, seeks out the opinions of your tenured employees, your people that's got, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 40 years, if if you're lucky enough to have them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? I believe that's the type of manager I would be. You know what I'm saying? I'd be the type, like, I was just surround myself with, intelligent people.
Yeah, people that have your back.
Yeah, and that have your back. You know what I'm saying? And
that's the most important thing. Yeah. Because in my situation, in my work, I don't feel like I need to be validated. I just want to, not even credit. I don't even want credit. Just like acknowledge.
Just acknowledgement.
That's I'd rather that. I don't care about how smart you think I am. I can give a damn about that.
Right.
Just acknowledgement on what I've done, the blood, sweat, and tears that I do for the job. My manager is a great guy. Like I always talk to him all the time, and he said, "Man, you do a great job. He can count on me." Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing to me, because that stuff, like my wife said, the papers and this, that's gonna fade.
Yeah.
But what you have in your mind, can't nobody take that from you, because it's what you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what you bring to the table. So that's how I look at it. I don't look for, oh man, I don't need that. I just need the acknowledgement. Like, man, you did a good job, instead of just walking by and not saying nothing and thinking what happened or the job did it itself. It didn't do that. You had to put stuff in. Yeah. I had a job. I had 2 machines at my job. And I meant to show you the video. I'll have to show it to you tomorrow. And this machine was very complicated. And we had it at our job for like months, and they couldn't figure it out. Like, it was just jacked up. So me and my manager, me and him worked together. Like, mind you, like my mother-in-law passed, so I had like a week off. You know what I'm saying? So we had to put all this stuff. He had to do it by himself, but with me being there and helping him, it went faster, because I knew a lot of stuff that he couldn't do quick enough.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we worked as a team. But the people up top, I won't say no name, They probably ain't gonna watch anyway, but they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing.
Nah, it's the
when
same.
it was done,
it's the same way.
Probably same thing. When it was done, they was happy.
Right, of course.
You know, but they didn't acknowledge me and him saying, "Hey man, y'all did a good job on this machine. This machine need to go out this day. We need it running so we got people come and look at it." They didn't give us they didn't, you know, like we had to do it. They say they don't care how I get done, just do it. And me and him was like, okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I got a story of my own with that. All right, my truck. This was, I believe when I made my first year driving with the company I'm with now. I came from another department within the same company. You know, I was a supervisor over there, and you know, I stepped down to do like a lateral transfer to drive. You know what I'm saying? My truck was down in December, and it was gonna be down for a while. So, I had options because you know I know how to do everything at my job. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do everything. I was approached by the dude I trained, my protege, to be to come over there and hey man, look, I would really appreciate you if you come help me out because this week I'm on vacation. This week such and such is on vacation, and then the week after that such and such is on vacation. So I'm like, yeah, it's cool because then I like doing it anyway. The only reason there's a bunch of reasons that went into why I wanted to do something else, but that's neither here nor there. But I went over there. I went over there, helped out, and it was like it's like I never left. So everything went smoothly. Such and such went on vacation. I was there. Such and such I was there. And, it was like a smooth transition. It went off without a hitch. Through the grapevine, I heard that somebody in management has said, man, such and such, not me, such and such is doing a great job running the area in the supervisor's absence. He's doing a great job. Not the fact that I came over there and I was able, with my experience and I was able to help and all that. Not nothing like that, but thankfully we had him because he did it. And I heard about it. I swallowed it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But I know Sam's gonna be watching. But I was like, okay, well, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I did what I did. It is what it is. But that was that's one of the times I was like, I could have got it. I could have gotten the acknowledgement, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. I feel you on that. Like that's all you ever asked for, just a little bit of acknowledgement. But and also with that, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because like in these days and times with you got jobs that get bought out and stuff like that, and like human beings, they'll forget what you done did. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure this new company that's coming in, they don't know. Yeah. They don't know me. Yeah. They don't know what I've done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they don't know what I bring to the table. They just know that this little entity right here is gonna bring them some money. You know what I'm saying? They just there to reap the revenue. Then they don't know what they have. And segue into something else. That's why, like with my company, I would want to do things different. I would want to. I mean, I understand you a multi-billion-dollar company. You got a lot of employees, a lot of people. It's probably impossible to get to know everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I would at least try to get to know people to where I can acknowledge what they do.
You know what?
What you got?
Real quick, what you said earlier, a little bit about you doing the truck was down and you doing the dude. Like my wife just said earlier, that's perfect with character because you didn't have to do that.
Didn't. No, I could have stayed. I could have stayed in my little hovel.
You could have stayed doing with it. That has a lot to do with character because just like you, that's what we probably. I don't want to say you learned that from me, but probably but it's the same thing with me. Like if our job gets real slow, we have our little boards that we can make.
Right. If
the dude get backed up, hey man, let me help you do some of these boards to help the machines run. So that's another thing why that remember I was telling you, but that I learned how to solder and put chips and stuff and knowing where they go and stuff like that because that's another notch for me.
Yeah.
But see, it's like I learned it from my wife too. Wife said, "Be more valuable."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
so it's like, and that's what I thought. I said, okay, if I do this, I could put this on my resume.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying, that could be another notch. So that's me character wise, because I could have easily said, man, I'm not doing no cards. I don't even like this dude. I'm gonna do cards for not for real, but it's like it's me trying to help the company.
Yeah,
and that's a notch on my belt for me to learn something new. And I say, okay, I can take that with me.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Y'all gonna give y'all a little nugget.
Let's go. Let's go.
Give y'all a little work nugget.
Spicy nuggets.
It's spicy. I'm gonna give y'all a work nugget. I'm gonna show y'all how I got the upper hand on any situation that could ever try to pull me back or pull me down.
Come on with it, sis.
Especially with people. When you're dealing with people, you have to always have this in front of you, right? And you have to ask yourself, because you like questions, right? You have to ask yourself, what is it? What is it? Right?
What is it?
On the job. What is it? In front of you, if you got a manager who can make the decision to recognize you and they don't, you have to ask yourself, what is it?
What is it? What is the thing you want to be recognized for? No.
Separate the two. IT. What is it? Is it intimidation? Or are you a threat? What is it? Because it's one or the other.
Right.
You're either an intimidation to them, meaning that you know their job and you do it well and you become a threat to their position.
Right.
So it's either they're intimidated by you or you're a threat. Or it could be both. What is it? That's why I say, so then when you got that it in front of you, you try to find a way to go around it, right? I go around the it's of the company. If you're intimidated by me and I'm a threat to you, then that means that it's time for me to level up above you.
Right.
Okay? So I start asking, hey, what is it around this company that I can put my hands on so that I can move around that it that's trying to stand in my way? Right? Because now I find ways to get around the it of the company because there's always an it no matter where you go. It's always going to be a it. Somebody who's intimidated by you and somebody that believes you're a threat to their position. That and they don't even realize that I'm not even competing with you.
That's what I'm saying, sis.
I'm trying to take care of my family. I'm trying to move around. I have a goal to meet. So I have to go around the it's who's intimidated and who feels like I'm a threat to you. You go on the side, I'm going to go this way. Because you have to find ways around the it's of the company because they do have them.
Yeah, and I think that was what I was trying to do with truck driving. Like, because I can honestly go to my manager right now and be like, I don't want your job, son. I don't. I said, I already lost my head dealing with you. Like, I said, how you think I'm going to be dealing with the people, your bosses? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want your job, son. Like, I can go to my, this guy who's the fleet manager or whatever. I don't want your job, son. You know what I'm saying? As easy as it may look, I don't want your job. I'll go to my dispatcher like, I don't want your job. I'm one of them people, I learned to like what I do. What I do. You know what I'm saying? When I was, I call it stationary. I don't want to say what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? When I was stationary, between stationary and driving. When I was stationary, I learned to like what I did. I liked it. I thought it was cool what I did. You know what I'm saying?
You did because you've been there.
Exactly. I liked what I did. Like,
and you like what you do now.
I like what I do now.
But like I said, if there's a it in front of you, you have to find out how to go around it. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, the it's in every company. I work for agency, right? Agency. In every agency, in every federal organization, state organization, public order, there's always an it.
Yeah.
When it comes to intelligent people who know how to do a job and do it well. Right? We can initiate and we can train, right?
Yeah.
We can implement and we can train people. That's the whole part of why we come to companies. We come to companies and agencies so that we can become leaders and build leaders.
Become a benefit, yeah.
Yeah, become an asset.
Become an asset. That's a good word. Yeah.
Some people become an asset and some people just set to be an ass.
Yeah. Some people just plain asses.
They just plain, and it's just the way that it is. Why? Because they don't understand that we are.
We all on the same
Man,
ship together.
listen, we all trying
we
to do the
on
same
yes,
thing.
we all are like
Yeah.
if this ship fall, if this company closed down, all
all
us out of
gone.
work.
Every last one of
all
us
us.
going
Like,
down.
yeah.
Everybody.
From
That's
the
what
top to the bottom.
yes,
you know.
yes.
So why not work together, to really and truly, build a solid foundation.
Absolutely.
But you always have them that
Yeah.
think that your name is going to be above their name, and it's like I never thought it was a competition. As a matter of fact, I never knew it was a competition.
Yeah. You're not looking at it. You're not looking at competing.
No,
And it's like, you also got people out here that's been doing things. They always talk about change. You got people out here that's been doing things a certain way for so long to their benefit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when stuff start really changing, now it's a problem. Now they worried. Like, oh, you think I'm a snitch on you or something like that? Like,
right.
But that's not the case. I mean, I still like what I do regardless.
Right.
Of what
Even
I'm dealing
with. Modernization of stuff now. Everything is going this new AI technology.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff. So is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's that's part of it. There's AI and there's a few other little.
Yeah, well, this stuff is getting serious to the point where people are really being exposed for all of the dirt that they've been doing for years. Some people for decades. I mean, these companies are now getting involved with this AI technology.
Yeah, and it's pinpointing like, well, how did you make this work? This was happening like that.
Look, how did you get this in the first place? Because you've been taking it from over here. So
right.
Even banks
are
getting involved with AI technology. Even companies are using AI technology for their budgets and booking and.
But that's dangerous though, sis. Like, they're using AI to find candidates to hire now.
Yep.
And it's crazy because, like, man, T's been looking for a job for, I would say, all of forever. You know what I'm saying? And and it's just hard because you get so many denial letters, and it's just like you don't have real people looking at applications anymore.
No, because that's why it's called artificial intelligence.
Right.
That because you gotta now go into that application, and this is what we have a problem. We have to learn to read.
Right. Yeah.
The very thing that most people didn't want us to do way back when.
Way back
right?
in the
It's not like I'm saying, way back then it was predestined for us never to read. Period. But because somebody was intelligent enough to open up a book and say, no, I want to learn what they learned. I mean, why? If you can do it, why can't I do it? So we have to read these announcements that come out, the job announcements, and what are the criteria? What are you looking for?
She's about to give y'all some mental game, man. Y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention.
Because if the articles ask you for a certain qualification, you have to use your artificial intelligence. Your real intelligence. Your authentic intelligence. We're gonna call it that. To really look at that job announcement and see what these people are asking for. What are you asking for? Most people don't even understand. Like me, when I was a cashier, and they say, "Do you have an accounting background?" You doggone right, I did. I used to count money for these people, and I used to balance out their draw. Okay, and at the end of the shift, if the money, come on, if the money was short,
somebody's accountable.
Come on. If the money was short, I have to be accountable for that money. So I had to learn how to balance out my draw as a cashier. Yes, I have. How many years I have? Oh, I did it for 3 years. Okay, that's 3 years of accounting experience. No,
y'all pay attention.
Oh, come on, I know how
she
to
pouring
work
it
Excel.
on.
I do know how to work an Excel spreadsheet. Yes, I
You
know
got
how
that
to
all right.
do formulas. I know how to do. I know how to create presentations. I know how to train people. I'm a trainer. I'm an instructor. I know how to do a whole lot of things. Why? If you ask me certain things, I'm going to put that on my resume. I'm going to go through there and I'm going to change my resume to accommodate the job that I'm applying for.
Absolutely.
And they cannot say no. Our mission is in life is to make sure that nobody says no to us.
Right. Should be.
That's on us.
I'm be like Amaya created a shirt for me. Like, I always be undeniable.
That's right.
Be undeniable.
That's right.
Y'all go get that shirt, man. I'm still paying my baby's commission, man. Y'all go buy my baby shirts that they created, man.
That's a good one. Be undeniable.
Be undeniable.
I know I'm undeniable.
Yeah.
And if it's a delay in it, okay, doesn't mean it's a denial.
If it's a delay, doesn't mean it was denied.
That's
Putting
right.
it on the shirt.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, and I think that, and we're gonna touch into this, and we're gonna go because it's my brother's birthday today. It's our brother's birthday today.
Big cat.
He's 43. I forget.
You can say 30. He'll receive it.
He'll receive it anyway. He'll let me say
it. Just always know he's a year behind me. That's all that matters.
He always think he the youngest anyway. So.
Oh man, right. See, I lost my train of thought saying that. No, man, but I caught up with my aunt this week. I haven't talked to my aunt in the longest. My actual godmother, my Aunt Alice. I call her Ali, and I created that name for her. She tried to get me to say Aunt Alice, and I out and said Ali, and she got her name. I got a lot of closure and a lot of we did a lot. We got a lot of catching up, and it was never negative. I never had anything negative about my Aunt Alice. Now the rest of them jokers, the rest of them jokers, like give me call me, I'll answer. But now, what I want to say to everybody before we leave, man, like life is long. You know what I'm saying? But because of the situations that we deal with as human beings and with society, it can seem short, because we don't have a lot of time to do things. So, what I'll say to people, man, just go ahead and close them chapters and them doors that's been lying open, because I talked to my aunt, and she had a lot of gruff on her because she was feeling like there was something she did, when really on that side of the family, like, she was the only one I felt that was actually fighting for me. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, that night that y'all came and got me, she was trying to get me to go with her. She was gonna keep me away, but I was like, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, hey, that's your brother. Like, I don't want him coming and causing no problems for you. And, I don't want him to still have access, and that's a whole nother story. But
you did the right thing.
Yeah. So, I got a lot of closure on, like, all these years of, and that we, missed opportunities and stuff like that, and I know she wants to go on a Disney cruise. Probably won't be next year because we doing our thing.
Right.
But it's just, I got a lot of closure out of that, and I feel like it was overdue. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good about it, but I feel bad because I feel like I missed out on so much. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to say to everybody, go ahead, close those doors, close those chapters, man. Reach out to them people, to them family members that you got bad blood with, man, because man, you never know what could happen. You know what I'm saying?
You never know. And we can speak on that firsthand.
Absolutely, absolutely.
My wife, I let her take the mic on that one, but I know that the situation that we just dealt with.
Yeah.
A lot of people came there crying and this and that. She was a great woman, right?
Absolutely.
But not to say no names, but she was there.
Yeah.
She was there. She wasn't going nowhere.
Nah.
So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let my wife take the.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I like that you touched on that, because what we don't realize is that in life, individually, we can't allow somebody else's issues with each other to pull us into their issues.
Right. Absolutely.
We have to stand on individual relations. Like any of my aunts and uncles, I don't care who it is, Like I'm very unique. I'm very set apart. Like I have because I answer to something higher than myself. Right?
Absolutely.
Now the old me, honey, listen. Look here.
Y'all don't know, man.
Boo, I say peaches. If they come for peaches, all right,
they gonna get peaches.
You gonna get peaches, okay? And I had to tell my elect lady of my church. She said, "Oh, we had went to a little church gathering. It was nice too."
Okay.
She said, Peaches. I said, look here, Peaches might come out. She said, she ought to be dead. I said, yeah, but she come alive when somebody call for her.
Oh my God.
Because we have to realize we still human. And any of my aunts and uncles, they can call me. They can reach out to me, and I am still that humble, niece that I've always been. But it disappointed me, that when my mother passed, that most of the ones that could have come, didn't come because of how they felt about her.
Right.
And I'll say it. I'm the one that'll say it because I could give two
Yeah.
craps.
Yeah.
Okay. Peaches want to say the other word, but the girl right here gonna say I could give two craps about how they felt about my mother because that was between them and her. But to honor her in her last transition from here to her there, because we can't say where nobody goes, right? Because we don't have that power, right? I would say that I would have been a little bit more not I don't know. I would have been less disappointed if they would have just showed up. Right?
Yeah, just show your face.
Show your face. But man, shout out to my oldest aunt. Right? She came. She sang.
Yeah.
At my mother's funeral. She did an amazing job. I watched this woman struggle to get to her sister's last hour with us on this side. In pain. And you got some that are not in pain. They high and mighty. They think they're bigger than God. Right? But I promise you, we all have to go that same way my mother went. And my hope is that they get treated the way my mother was treated on her last days here with her children, right? I'm just saying, like, we got to squash all of that because we all have a beginning and we all have an end.
Absolutely.
And I would hope that their children would treat them the way we treated my mother. Right? I doubt it, though, because of how you treat people. You're going to get to say that's saying you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
You get that back. That's why I say I don't get involved in, look here, oh, you got to beef with that person? Oh, that's between you and them. If they call me, I'm going to answer the phone. Why? Because I don't want my last conversation with somebody or the last time I see their name, I reject their call.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't answer when they call. It's a serious thing because here today and gone tomorrow. No man knows the hour. No woman knows the hour. No man or woman knows the way. So it's serious.
Yeah. It is. And I just, like, that's why I'm glad, me and her got to talk. Because I was like, man, I had always wanted to pick up the phone. Always. But I just, like, me and her, we would text. We would text. Holidays, birthdays, we would text. But we never had that conversation. And she's an avid listener, watcher of the podcast. And she was talking about that too, how she don't listen on Spotify no more because Spotify scared her, spooked her, started playing, and she don't know how it started playing. My aunts and uncles, everybody's up there. So but I'm glad I did that. And I'm speaking specifically on like family. You know what I'm saying? Like, friends is friends. Some friends are around long enough to become family. Yeah. But I'm speaking on family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the same stuff, because I get to see, now that I'm, one of the older cousins, I guess, I get to see and hear what everybody else is doing. And yeah. But I'm the same way. Any of my uncles, they can call me. Any of my aunts, they can call me. Even my cousins, they can call me. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, but what's going on in my family right now, and I speak on it on that side, you know, it's, you know, a lot of times when the parents get into it, you know, the cousins are like you know, like in sense we're the soldiers, you know, we got to hold up the faction too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my dad and my uncle was into it for a long time. Like, that didn't stop me from talking to my uncle. You know, I still talk to my uncle. I heard what he had to say. He'd be like, yeah, your daddy, he pissed me off and this, that. Okay, say whatever you want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't got nothing to do with me and you talking. We having a conversation. Yeah, and I got mad at my dad one time because he called me. Why are you telling them this, that? Why you be like, wait, hold on. First, one, don't call hollering at me. Two, I ain't telling him nothing. And you would have known that if you called, you know what I'm saying, if you would have called and had some sense. Exactly. You know, and talked to me with some sense. And I would have told you, nah, I didn't tell him that. He formulated that on his own. You know, whatever y'all talk about amongst each other, that don't have nothing to do with me. Because when me and this person talk, we talk about our issues. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't discuss, okay, I will discuss, I ain't gonna lie. I do discuss other issues. Well, I hear out other issues. Yeah. I don't really, I give my opinion of what may be, and that's it. I mean, it's not really anything concrete. Right. You know what I'm saying? I talk about that with my parents. But as far as like, if I talk to my aunt or my uncle, my cousin, it's two-way street. You know, no ditches, no highways, no nothing. It's just two-way street through town. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Man, my brother reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, man, you got anybody? This, that, other."
Yeah, I tried, man. I knew we was in time. We was back.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you sent out the bat signal.
Yeah.
You know, early in the weekend.
For sure.
You didn't get any feedback, and I said, okay, well, Cass having his birthday party, so let's see if he got anybody. You know, he said no. I said, no. Well, let me and Nelly
for sure
come on now.
Yeah,
we'll be in that area.
What I was doing, I was working on. You know, I'm working on an outline for like a monologue type show. For that way, you know, because I understand it's getting hard for people. You know, it's not, especially now it's the holidays. Yeah. Everybody's getting ready to get together with their families, trying to scrape money together, working weekends now. You know, trying to scrape money together, get them last minute Christmas.
Huh? Not I said the cat.
Yeah, man. But you know, I be understanding. And at the end of the day, you know, it's my platform, it's my show, just like y'all podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all platform, it's y'all show. Like whatever happens, any decisions that's made, that's, you know, y'all's to make. So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, you know, taking it as that way I can continue to put out content and stuff like that.
Like I said, I always try to you know, try to look out for you.
Oh man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're looking out for me forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's my job as a big brother. But you know, like I said, it's just, you know, we hadn't been here in a while. You know, we did the Riverside album a couple of times. For sure. Like I said, it's always good to be in studio.
Oh yeah, and I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Love every moment of it.
Yeah, so we try to look out for you, you know, and just try to, you know,
for sure.
It's all love.
And I appreciate it, man. I can't wait, man. Like, y'all be looking to it, man, and start the countdown. We haven't decided when we going yet. But we got a big thing going, and I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do as content for Christmas. I'm not talking about the vacation. I'm talking about Christmas. Okay. Because I want to do something. I want to set up a camera, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to set up microphones, but I want to set up the camera and
see the kids.
Yeah, trying to kind of get everybody in a shot, and you know, give a little message. You know what I'm saying, for the holidays and. You know, maybe not New Year's yet because, you know, it's going to be Christmas. That's why we got everybody together.
Yeah.
Fun, but yeah, man. But again, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. It's always a pleasure to have y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Lifestyle Restoration Group. Shout out to Life in the Deep podcast, man. Y'all check out my brother and my sister. 2.0, man. This the second swing at it. So, you know what I'm saying? But, man, y'all check out their content. Check out everything that they got to say, man. Giving you the, you know, I'm kind of giving you the, I don't like to categorize it. You know, I know I don't know. We kind of speaking on the kind of like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it's all the same. I can't.
Talk.
Yeah, it's all real talk. Yeah. And I will say this, man, and this is just my opinion. Like a lot of the Christians that I done dealt with, and I've talked to Marcus about this. Mm-hmm. They've been very judgmental. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say, in my experience, you know what I'm saying, for everybody that's out there, you know, questioning and got their little defenses up about why they don't deal with, you know, Christian people. You know what I'm saying? My brother and my sister, man, you know, they've never done me like that. They've never turned me away. And, y'all know how my lifestyle is. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I've never felt judged by them. I've never felt outcasted by them or anything like that. They've always accepted me for who I was and always spoke to my betterment and spoke to who I am going to be. That's right. You know what I'm saying? My sister, a long time ago, Chanel, I don't know if she remembers this. She's always talked about how I was going to be I'm trying to remember what she said verbatim. I don't want to say it. I think it was something along. I think one of the kids had drew a picture or something. And he was like, "I be telling you something. You got something to say." And I was like, "And here I am with a podcast." So, right. You know, but look, man, y'all pay attention, man. Like we just trying to give y'all some game, man. On, you know, try to give y'all some tools that I've learned in my young life. They've learned in their 20 years of marriage. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to put their ages out there, but, you know, 47, 44, you know, years of life, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, y'all check us out, man. You know, I'm on everything. I'm working on getting them on everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got to get Buzzsprout up and running for them. I got to send y'all a discount code. We got to get them up and running, man, so we can continue to get our message out there, man. But y'all be safe, man. Y'all enjoy y'all holidays that are coming up. Y'all be blessed, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah.